say Revenant Acres Farm kind of
Okay.
falls off sometimes, but yeah.
So, what's behind the name of the Revenant Farm? Is that the family who used to live here or something, or what?
No, Scott and Duncan, the original renters, basically, they just created the name themselves. They were trying to find something that, something to do with a farm that's going to fit with the farm, because it is a farmhouse.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then they just came up with Revenant Acres themselves.
So, do we know how much history know about the house itself? Who lived in it?
It's very slim from what they can find. Not that we haven't tried, but it's basically, we know houses roughly around like 1830s, 1840s. Other than that, it was like out here by 40 where the original telephone poles are,
Mm-hmm.
or where the telephone poles are, that's where the original house at. And then when they widened 40, it moved back to here. And I can show you where the original house is, where, it added on as well. As for who owned it, they have records of like who's lived here and if they died, but nothing about like if something happened here, whether they died here, whether some type of event happened here. So the history, unfortunately, is very vague. They have the original deed to the house, but it's one of those like super old, like go down the dirt road, turn at this rock, that kind of thing. So it's not really, really detailed. When they try to get more information on it, they were saying that doesn't exist. They said that the high school across the street, the old high school, that doesn't exist. So the records are kind of shot, basically, unfortunately.
Do we know when's the last time someone's lived here?
I think it's like 30, 40 years ago. And that was actually the current owner. It was his son that lived here. His name, the owner, is Charles Peters. He's like 5 minutes away.
So who actually
Charles Peters owns it, so we rent it.
So y'all rent out,
Mm-hmm.
and then I guess y'all have people coming in here for ghost hunts?
Yeah.
So what, how is this house known to be haunted?
So it's not one specific thing. There's a lot of things that's happened. There's always a lot of knocks and people hear voices in here a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Usually like a man and woman talking. But that's just like the basics of it. There's been reports of 2 like for sure possessions, and since then, because those happened about 2 or 3 years ago when they first started.
Mm-hmm.
Since then, within the last year, I would say, there's been 2 others as well. Wasn't recorded, it was from another group, but how they were explaining what was happening and how what was happening to that person, it was the same as the other 2. There is scratching, people have been burned, like on their necks. Actually happened yesterday with our group.
Mm-hmm.
They were asking, hey, can you give us, like touch us, know that we're here, just don't hurt us. And the girl, her neck started to burn and she had a red mark on her neck. So things like that happen. Scratches happen a lot. And people get pushed down the stairs. A lot of that happens. So physical can happen. And then also people have noticed shadows. And actually had a group, they caught a shadow running. And I'll show you that back bedroom. There's like a little part underneath the stairs. And they have a video where there's a shadow that runs out from behind, like beside her, and goes underneath the stairs. So there's a few different counts.
So have you had any experiences here yourself?
Myself, yes. Not as many as others, because I'm not one that can see so much, but the things that I do see trips me up basically. I was upstairs and another one of those shadows, it was like right in front of me and just slowly crawled beside me. So that was when I could see something. For the most part, I hear things. So I hear the knocks and I hear the voices sometimes. I think it was about a month ago now. We were upstairs and plain as day, you could hear someone very angry basically say, "Don't F with me." So, unfortunately, not unfortunately, I like this part, but upstairs has been getting that darker spirit coming back.
So is there any place in here that's more active in this house, or just all over, or what?
It is all over, but the most active rooms are going to be that piano room in there, which I'll show you, and upstairs. Upstairs is where both possessions either took place or ended up taking place. Somehow they got back upstairs. That's the main cause. It wants to pull you upstairs. So that's usually what happens.
So if this house is this old, of course there's quite a few generations of people that lived in here. It would be nice if you had more history on it.
I know.
But yeah, I know.
We had a group try to find information for us as well, and if the ones who think that they have information, it ends up being the wrong location. It seems like it's here, but it's a different location, or they get stopped where we get stopped as well.
So they probably just didn't keep very good records.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, some areas didn't.
And the owner, Charles, he when we first started, he was really good with metal detecting. So he went out in the fields and he found Civil War belt buckles and things like that. So to say like deaths didn't happen here and that that's not what's haunting it, we don't know. But it very well possibly could be.
I don't far this far north. Did they have any Civil War battles in this area?
I'm not for sure.
Yeah, I know.
So it might have been
Of course, in Kentucky and all that. But I don't know if this far north
Yeah.
of Indiana if they did or not.
Yeah.
But if you want to show me around.
So I mean, this is the kitchen. This is actually the newest room within the house itself. In here, which is the only room that will be locked off. It's just our mech room, so it has all of our equipment in it.
Yeah.
So in here, this is what we just call the front bedroom. This room, since I've been here, it's actually getting more active. We have one of our regulars, her name is Cheryl. She actually had her head like pushed against the wall. Not like lightly either, so that's what I'm saying. It can be kind of physically rough. And then from this archway over here and up, that is actually the original part of the house. Everything on that side was built on once they moved it.
Okay.
So this is the piano room. This is one that I said is one of those more active than the other. I drank from yesterday. And then in here, this room, a lot of people say they're not a fan of. It makes them feel kind of weak and drained when they walk in here. But this is actually the room, though, saying the one group caught a video. She was sitting here and saw a shadow run behind the stairs. And if you want to peek in there, you can. It's just a cubby hole underneath the stairs.
So how long have y'all been renting this place now?
So Scott and Duncan, they started about 3 years ago, a little over 3 years ago now. I came on about a year and 2 months ago.
So has there been any national ghost things that been on TV around here or
so
not?
the Foreman brothers have been here.
Who?
The Foreman brothers.
I don't know much about them.
Dead Paranormal, I believe is what it was.
Yeah, I'm not.
So there's been a few, nothing like insane, I guess. Like we haven't been on TV, I don't believe, but yeah, Foreman brothers, that's been like a main one, and then Oddity Files, they're about to come out.
Who's that?
Oddity Files.
Oh, okay, I don't think I've heard of them either. I know the main, like on TV, because I've met all those people before.
Yeah. Alright, so this is actually, I do apologize, the light is so out on here. But this is just like the loft area. And then this is the upstairs, I think this is the...
And there's no light in here, I don't guess,
No,
is it?
I mean there is, it's just out.
Oh, okay. You just need the bulb, or?
I'm not sure, we've replaced it before and it kind of went out again, so it might be electrical, but we just haven't brought out a new bulb either to see if that was what it was. This is the only part that is upstairs, so that is just a window. It looks like a door, but it's just a window.
There's not much space upstairs, is it?
Not a lot, no.
No. Of course, most of this house built in 1830 or 40. They didn't have many.
Yeah,
Even at that age, typically they were still living in log cabins.
Yeah.
So, I would think that if it's that old, that seems like it might be a little bit older than what it really is. I know, because I deal with homes and insurance and stuff, and makes me think it's probably not that old. It probably might be late 1870s or something. That's just me. I don't know. I'm just guessing, but because if it's that old, it has to be more prominent people to have a house like this in 1830,
Yeah.
1840. And that's just because of like I say, most of your houses would be that old, would be log cabins and not
Yeah.
actual house. But it's definitely, still old, but do y'all, you talk about the records and everything, have you ever found out, ever found any evidence that's exactly how old it is?
Not exactly.
Or is that just somebody estimating it?
That's the estimate, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, you can tell it's an old farmhouse. It'd be interesting to see, when it was built, I mean, how many acres they had and that kind of thing, and what all they actually did.
And the original land, I mean, it's from like tree line to tree line, so that whole thing is the original land as well. The owner just kind of rents out the actual farm.
I imagine. I mean, when this thing was first built, if they lived in a house like this, I'm sure they owned a lot of land.
Yeah.
More than likely.
Yeah.
So y'all normally have people in here every weekend, I
For
guess?
the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, weekends are definitely more busy just because scheduling and stuff, but
Yeah.
we're open year round, so we have people come throughout the week as well.
So what's the scariest thing that you have ever had or run into?
For me, it was the shadow upstairs, just because it seemed more dark than not, basically. So that one, because I never ever am one to see something. I can see orbs like on cameras and things like that, but I'm not one to see anything. And for me to see that, I couldn't move. I was kind of shook a little bit.
Yeah. Well, guess we can walk outside, take some pictures of the house, but I'll have to get my dogs too in a minute.
There's my stuff here. And then just real quick for locking up, it's really not bad at all. Just make sure the lights are off inside, and then just this part here, you're gonna turn it and shut it.
Yeah. Okay.
And if you leave to go to the gas station or anything, leave it unlocked. It's just when you actually leave for the night, then do that. And then like the barn itself, that is off limits due to safety issues. You can go around it, no big deal. Just don't go in it, because obviously it's falling.
Yeah.
We've actually had stuff happen out here too. It's been a few months now, but one of our public investigations, we had people here, we had people by the fire and out by their cars, and all at once we heard little girls giggling out by the corner of the barn. And someone actually was able to find out there was a playground in that area before.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can tell this is it's quite old, and it's, of course, it hasn't been much upkeep done for many years. It really is not even probably worth fixing up, I guess, other than keeping a roof on it to keeping the rain out so it won't completely fall down. So before the guy who purchased it now, they don't know who lived in it even before that, or?
No, he's not really.
Not really sure.
They've had it for a while, and some of his kids, like I said, his son was the last one.
Yeah.
I think his daughter lived in it at one point as well. I think he might possibly have known like the one right before him, but other than that, he's not aware of it.
So have you always lived in this area?
Yeah, I grew up in Newcastle.
Yeah. Okay, let me turn this off then and